Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House. My name is Claire Candy Hough, and for those who are regular viewers, welcome back. It's lovely to have you here again. And for those who are new to my channel, a big welcome to you. And today I'd like to bring forth the general reading for August 17th through to August 23rd. Now, this is going to be a general reading, and it can't possibly resonate with everyone, but perhaps there's a little bit of information, messages, or insight that can give you some direction or clarity, something that'll just help you to perhaps get that aha moment or something that you can utilize in your life. So it's wonderful to have you here. Just a reminder before we start that for those of you who would like to learn Reiki, I am a Reiki master teacher, a healing practitioner, and I've attuned over 100 Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world for the past 18 years. And for those who would like to learn the remarkable healing tool of Reiki and become Reiki practitioners, I'm offering an amazing special offer until only the end of August 2020. To study Reiki 1 with me is normally $295, but it is now heavily discounted to only $250. And to study Reiki 2 with me, it's normally $500, but it's now discounted to only $395. You know, if you would like to learn online, and if you would like to learn on a one-to-one basis, individualized, as I do not teach in groups, please do contact me at my business, Angel Healing House, on 831-277-3716, or you can always email me at Candy, C-A-N-D-Y, at angelhealinghouse.com. And if you would like more information on my beautiful books, my 2 #1 Amazon International best-selling books, and my services, please do go to my website, which is the 3 W's, www.angelhealinghouse.com. So let's start today. Whether you're watching this in the morning, whether you're watching this in the afternoon, maybe a lunch break, perhaps you're watching this in the evening. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Oops. Take another big breath in and out. Now, as always, I'm calling in my archangels, my angels, my spirit guides, those who are directly bringing forth the messages from God's source creator. And of course, I work directly with my wonderful angelic family, who are called the Posse of Angels. So the first thing that we're doing today is we have chosen some runes. And if you're not familiar with these runes, they are an ancient form of divination, if you want to call it that, and they are little stone or wooden tablets, and they have different glyphs on them, different symbols, and it's amazing how precise they are at where so many of us find ourselves to be. So the first one that comes in today is the rune of, let me see, I'll hold it this way so you can see it. The rune of Kano. Kano is a rune of opening. It's a rune of renewed clarity. And it's saying that we're now free to both receive and to know the joy of non-attached giving. You know, we, in the third dimension, we were taught to give, you give in order so that you can receive something back. But our natural state of bliss and wholeness and peace is to give, is to give, and because the gift is in the giving, and this is opening up for us, because when we give willingly and we give with an open heart, then we receive with no attachments, and we receive willingly as well. So Kano points to the beginning part of any endeavor. That's why it's called the opening. And with it being representative of fire and also the torch, this is not only shining a light on a new path that will be presenting to us to show us what direction to follow, but it'll also shine a light on those things in our life which are outdated and outmoded. Kano is asking us to give up the old so that we can live being emptied out, and we can empty ourselves. And it is from this surrendered, empty place that we can start to manifest the new in our lives. So there's the wonderful new opening that so many are. Oh, so I guess so many are anticipating. We have been quite through the roller coaster this 2020 with all that has transpired in the world, and now we're coming to August. And August is a time where many have regained their balance again. We're going from Leo season into Virgo season. Virgo is a more grounded energy. We're going from fire, getting our fire back with the Leo season, and now going into Virgo energies, which are more grounded and they're more practical. And so we're looking at our goals and we're looking at our intentions as to really what we want to build. What is our place in the world now with all of these changes, and how we can move forward? And I chose 2 runes, and the second rune that came out for us is probably my favorite rune. This is going to appear back to front, so I don't know how to do this. But if you imagine it going the other way, this is the rune of Wunjo. It's the rune of light. It's the rune of joy, of blessings, of renewed energy, and new clarity. Wunjo is a rune of restoration, and when the light pierces the darkness, um, that's why it followed the rune of Kano, because Kano will present that rune of openings for us, and that rune of renewed clarity on what direction it would be most beneficial for us to step on that new path. And that new path for us will bring us blessings, and we will have great joy because we are clearer now. What is our intention? Do I want to go back to what is outmoded and outdated and no longer serves me, or do I want to open my heart and give of my service and myself freely to the world for the greatest good of myself, the greatest good of all concerned? And this is going to bring in a great deal of blessings for us. So there you go. So that's kind of the next card that I chose, or the first card that I chose, came from this deck, and it's called the Fairies Oracle. And I'm sorry, it's back to front. But this is by Brian Froud's deck, and it's absolutely beautiful, beautiful fairy deck. And the next card that's coming out for us is this card. And it's that little dwarf. He's hiding in the leaves, and he's just poking his head out to say hello to us today. His name is Geo the Slow. It's a number 43 card. And when we add the numbers together, it comes up to the number 7, something which is heaven sent. Sevens are about the work of the divine, something which is destined for us. I have spoken very much on my program, my TV program, Views from My Balcony, which airs every week on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and my Facebook TV show. I've spoken a great deal in the last couple of months about many of us stepping into our third mission here on planet Earth. Um, uh, our first mission was to wake ourselves up and to become conscious beings, and then to help as many people get on board that train of ascension and bring as much light as we could to the planet. And then we created many projects, books, radio shows, blogs, things like that to get the message of light and love out. And now we're about to step into our third mission, our third purpose on the planet. The posse of angels, this is my angelic family, they're wishing for all of us to know that with the rune Kano coming out about opening occurring for many, we are being reminded, even though something is going to be presented to us, they're saying, please don't push the river of life, as what will be presented is only the first realization of what it is, um, and to be prepared to settle in for the long haul on developing what is going to be presented to us. Because as we go into the rest of 2020, there are going to be many people who are getting together, uniting in collaborations in order to bring forth new structures and new systems on our planet, because the old ones were built and constructed with darkness, with greed, with corruption, and only to serve a small amount of the population. And so there's going to be a great deal of collaboration, people coming together and working. And Geo is telling us, please go slowly, because this, what is going to be presented for you, if you put your hand up to serve in the highest way and step into that third mission of yours on planet Earth, the people and the connections, the situations are going to magically appear along your new path. He wishes us to know that everything will appear in divine order. The more we can just sit back and relax and really marvel as to the new endeavor taking shape, more miracles then will show up to support it. Remember, those of us living in these very new energies. Now, when I talk about the new energies, we entered a galactic gateway as of the Lion's Gate portal, which was on 8/8, and it opened up this freeing, soft, peaceful energies for us to be able to be bathed in and to be able to utilize. But do remember, those of us now living in these new energies, please allow and to co-create in only joy and bliss. We don't have to push anything anymore. There's no, and Geo is saying, there's no forcing, there's no pushing, and there's only allowance. No controlling, pushing, and forcing anymore. And how good really does that feel? So thank you, Geo, for coming in and telling us, go slow. I know a lot of us are raring to go, as many of our plans were held up in the first 6, 7. Now we're in the 8th month of 2020, but they really weren't. The posse of angels, my angelic family, is saying they really were not held up. We had to go into that quiet time for us to really address what was not working in our lives, what was outmoded, what was outdated, what was causing us to not feel in alignment. And now so many of us with Leo season, we went through Cancer season, when the sun was in Cancer, to heal ourselves, to comfort ourselves after the trauma and the grief that we were exposed to. Leo season now, and we're slowly coming out of that on the 22nd. The sun goes into Virgo. But for the rest of this week, we are still going to be in Leo season, getting our fire back, getting our determination back. And then we're slowly now thinking, as we're going into the very practical, organized month of Virgo, how to action our intentions and our goals and our desires and really put them into action. So it's all playing out perfectly. So the next cards I chose came from this deck here. And it's called, I'm sorry again that it's back to front, is the Sacred Traveler's Deck, and that's by Denise Lynn. Yes, the Posse of Angels are reminding me to tell you that there are going to be so many people who are going to be traveling in order to step into their third purpose or their third mission here, or their soul's destiny here on planet Earth. You might find you're being offered a job opportunity, a business offer, a project where people like what you're doing. They've heard about your expertise or your authority, and you'll be signed on, and it will take you overseas. It might take you out of state, cross country, but this is going to be done in joy. You won't have to be taken and dragged out and not doing what you don't love, because here in the fifth dimension, we live in joy and we live in bliss, and we certainly will be directed to what serves us for our highest good and what serves everyone else for their highest good as well. So with that being said, at the Sacred Traveler's card, I chose this one. And I'm sorry, again, it's back to front, watching clouds. And it's lie back, rest, and relax. And this goes perfectly with the other card, with the Brian Froud card, fairy card, which is saying go slow. You know, Spirit really wants us to know that we have already done all the hard work. We've weathered the storms, and this would be a good thing to do. The majority of us did it, and we did it because we felt the joy in our hearts and we felt inspired to do it. But it's time now to relax and put our energies on practicing the art of allowance, allowing for that divine spark of Source Creator to bring us those new openings that Kano spoke about. Put your feet up, take some deep breaths, and do nothing but allow yourself to be in joy, because the universe always desires what we desire. It's it's encouraging us to do one of the most empowering things that we can do, which is to just walk away from whatever gives us and induces stress. Some suggestions: go lie on the grass, go talk to the birds, and watch the clouds roll by. Sorry, I didn't turn off my ringer. Rather than seeing it as doing nothing, it is regenerating us, and it's reinvigorating us. It's relaxing us to receive. It's amazing how we are still and we allow ourselves to stop, and then we can hear and connect with Spirit. By being so, we are encouraging and making room for important steps to appear for us. So what may appear like we are not doing anything is actually we are doing so much more than we ever could possibly imagine by just watching the clouds roll by. Let's go to my tarot deck and take some cards here. Now, everyone, this is my tarot deck. I designed this along with a wonderful Polish artist. There is my tarot deck, and it's not ready yet for the public, but as soon as it is, I will be telling you about it. Okay, let's have a few shuffles here. and see what comes out. Okay, posse of angels. We are, they're saying, I don't know who this is meant for out there, but they're saying you do need to relax and you do need to affirm and to know that everything is working out. Everything is not only working out for your highest good, it's working out in perfect divine order. And maybe that should be your new mantra. Everything is working out in perfect divine order. I am led all the time. And if I am not getting a message, it is either because my eyes are not open to see it or because it's not the right timing for it. You know, I often say, people say, well, I haven't been given a sign. And I say, well, not yet is not, because something has happened, not yet. That doesn't mean it never will happen. So know that Spirit always has your back. Whoops, that one just came flying out. Excuse me a minute. Let's see what that one is all about. And I'll put it back in the deck and see if it comes out again. Oh, yes. That is a card of the wounded warrior, some might say. It is the Nine of Wands. See, this gentleman, mandolin player, guitar player, he's a little bit beat up. Okay, he's got a wound on his head, his leg is in a cast, but that doesn't mean he's going to stop himself from enjoying his music and being creative and doing what he loves. They're saying put it back in the deck. Yes, we are all beat up. We are beat up because of what has transpired in the last 8 months on the planet, but it had to come out. They're saying the revelations and disclosures just had to come out in order to be cleaned up. I mean, you wouldn't go to a dentist with a toothache and have him just put a filling over decay and not take the decay out. They're saying that those structures and systems that were built on evil and dark and corrupt, and again, only serving a small percentage of the population, they have to be acknowledged, revealed, in order for them to be addressed. And then for the new earth, for those new earth energies and the collaborations to start to bring about the wonderful, beautiful new earth that so many of us envision. Okay, let's cut the cards and see what comes out here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The first card that's coming out for us is, oh, hang on. First card coming out for us is the Wheel of Fortune. And in my deck, it's a 10 card, number 10, which then becomes a number 1. But the fairy touches the wheel and the wheel starts to turn in our favor. So many of us have been wishing and praying and hoping, putting our attention on a world of peace, on a world of light, a world of love. And we know that that peace and that light and love starts with us. And because it starts with us, we have cleared and cleansed so much, and we've put so much focus on our light and love that, bing, it's starting that wheel, truly turning in our favor. And how beautiful is that for all of us? So if you have some wishes that you'd like to make, please go ahead and make them now. The next card that's coming out for us is the 8 of Pentacles. I often call this the being remarkable card. Being remarkable in that you're working on your gifts, your talents, your abilities. And don't tell me you're not talented. Everyone is seeded by God's source creator with something that when they do it, they lose all track of time. This lady, her talent is making cakes. And doesn't that kitty in the window, wouldn't he like to come in and put his paw prints on those cakes and share in the making of it and in the eating of it? But this is the being remarkable card, working hard on your craft, but loving what you're doing. And this is also being financially and materially remunerated for you and recognized for your craftsmanship and what you do. So, with these two cards coming out together, what they tell me is that destiny, that's the Wheel of Fortune, is the destiny card. It's turning in our favor to bring these two things together, to bring our gifts and talents and our abilities, what we are very good at, to be recognized by others so that we can step on this new path and we can utilize those beautiful energies of ours. Now, Uranus is going into retrograde in Taurus, and that also means that there will be unexpected things cropping up, changes, uh, sudden disruptions, but a sudden that people go, oh, I don't want disruption in my life. But you could be offered this amazing, amazing contract or this amazing business offer, and suddenly you're off. You're off on a new adventure. Okay, so the wheel is starting to turn in our favor so that we can step into more of bringing in, and it's the number 8, which is about abundance and prosperity and wealth and riches and all uh, good fortune as well. So those two cards are really quite telling. Next card that is coming out for us is the Ace. We've got another one, the Ace of Pentacles. Now we are going into Virgo season, and the Pentacles are very grounded energies. They're about money. They're about material wealth. They're about very physical, tangible things that we can sink our teeth into, and the hand of God is coming up out of the earth and presenting us with a new beginning around our material and monetary wealth. The posse of angels are pointing my attention to the rabbit, and they're saying, have no fear, have no fear. The rabbit is also about abundance and fertility. The bear is slow and steady, wins the race. And of course, we have the turtle here, which is, you know, like the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady does win the race. And that's why Geo, the slow, came in. Yes, it's just the beginning of this amazing, amazing new path that so many of us will be stepping on. So the next card that's coming out for us is the Ace of Swords. 2 aces in a row, that's pretty telling. So as we move into the autumn months, many of us will be stepping into a very new adventure. The Ace of Swords is about having clarity. It's about having renewed clarity to be able to cut through outmoded ways of doing things and a new way of doing things. A freshness comes in with the Ace of Swords. He's also the Ace of Swords is also surrounded by those eagles, and the eagles are to have the courage and the bravery to step on to this new path of abundance. 2 aces, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. New clarity around our abundance. The next card that's coming out for us is the Knight of, who's that? The Knight of Cups. This is the proposal. A proposal is coming into us. Now, once again, a business offer, a job opportunity. It could be a new relationship. The Knight of Cups in the tarot deck is often the knight in shining armor. But this is coming in, and it's unexpected. It's unexpected, and it will turn our lives around in a very good way if you allow it. If you allow it, and if you allow yourself to step into it. The pelicans are a sign of mothering, of mothering, of nurturing ourselves, of uh, of just feeling, yes, I deserve this. I've worked hard for this, and then being in a state of receiving, and then we receive the proposal coming in. Next card that's coming out for us is, well, I'm not surprised that the Fool comes in. And this is, if you know tarot, a fool is not a fool. But we are back at zero. And you're saying, zero? Shouldn't that be a one if it's the first card of the tarot deck? And we're saying no, because the tarot deck starts at zero, because we are back at square, not really back at square one. We have gone full circle in our lives, and we find ourselves back at the same place, starting over again. But we're not angry that we're starting over again, because we're so different, having gone through awakening and helping others to awaken, and clearing, cleansing um, our own energies to be only encompassing that of love and of light. And they want, the posse of angels, my angelic family, are wanting me to remind you that the Fool is about having childlike innocence, to be in a state of wonder and enchantment. They said they're saying when this new, unexpected change comes in, this sudden disruption in your life, view it with a sense of curiosity, adventure, that you're going on a new adventure, and think about all the wonderful things that you're going to discover. You're going to discover new people, new places, and you're going to be supported in those new places, because Spirit and God, Source, Creator wouldn't send us any place that we weren't supported. So isn't that wonderful? Next card is coming out for us is the Three of Cups. There is much to celebrate, so much to celebrate. And these are the people that are coming in to collaborate with us. Remember, it's a number 3. I always say wherever 2 or more are gathered in Source, Creator's, God's, Universal's name, miracles happen. And that's what's going on in the 5th dimension now. What we're doing as we finish out August, going into September, we've never been in these energies before. And so it's going to take a while to disseminate and integrate these higher energies, but we will feel so much more peaceful and soft, and we will bring those people to ourselves that are unified, that we want to work together, we want to collaborate together, and just make and create the most extraordinary structures and systems on this planet, as we go into that golden age of peace and prosperity, and specifically that age of truth. So isn't that wonderful? They wanted me to look under the deck, so let's turn the deck over, and what we get is the Magician. How many 1 cards did we get? Hold on. We had, the Fool card is a 0. We got 2 aces, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So we've got 4 1 cards. And this is the alchemist, the magician. He's got all that he needs there to create the worlds that he wants to create, because he knows that in every thought, in every word, in every feeling, he's creating his reality. How beautiful is that? So, to finish off the reading today, everyone, I'm going to my charms. These are called Milagros, and they're good luck charms. And let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, First charm that's coming out for us is the deer. The deer is in total alignment with Geo the Slow, which was the fairy card, which was don't push the river of life. I know you're excited about stepping onto this new path. I know you're excited uh, about being of service, but we wouldn't go out to the garden and pull on the tops of the carrots, pull hard on them to make them grow taller. Some things just need time to percolate, you know. Beautiful diamonds start out as coal under pressure, caterpillars to butterflies. Great wine takes time. Allow this to take time and percolate. And while you're allowing it to take time, go out and find ways that you can bring joy, absolute joy to your life. I'm not surprised the next one came out. This is the bluebird of happiness. You're happy because you're happy, not because something happened or didn't happen. Happiness is like that butterfly, When we chase after happiness, it doesn't come to us. But when we sit quietly, it has a funny way of finding us. The next charm that's coming out for us is the Pegasus, allowing our imaginations and our visualizations to breathe life into those things that we would love to experience in our lives. I mean, if you don't want to be too specific about it, you can say, I love being of service. I love working with like-minded people. I love living in a place that's light and bright and unified. This is allowing ourselves to step forward into the life that we want. I mean, a lot of people with their free will, they will decide whether they're going to step forward or not. And many will not here and what is comfortable. And that's okay. There is no superiority with this. But this is divinely orchestrated for you. And here is the angel's wing. This is divinely orchestrated. It was not given and it was not formulated for anybody else, for you to bring forth. We may not have realized it, but this is what is going to be presented to us, is the reason why we came to this planet in the first place. The next charm for us is the glasses. The glasses are an ability as renewed clarity. We are able to see with a clearer lens now. It's because our vibrational frequencies have been raised. And then this one's coming out for us. Whoops. This is the ending one. This is the ballet slippers. The ballet slippers are reminding us to dance. And it's in perfect alignment with the card that we've gotten about the Fool. And that's all about the inner child. Dance, sing, chant, create, enjoy in absolute joy because of the new earth energies that we have available for us to utilize. And the more you do this and the more you dance, the more it increases the light on the planet. So I hope all of that has been really, really helpful for you. Do remember my special. If you want to learn Reiki with me, as I said, I've taught over 100 Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world over the last 18 years. I only teach on a one-to-one basis. You don't have to wait for classes to fill up, and it's all individualized. And the very special specials until the end of August are Reiki 1 is usually $295, but now it's discounted to $250. And Reiki 2, well, that's got a big discount because it's normally $500, but now it's only $395. So please do call me at Angel Healing House, which is 831-277-3716. And that's Pacific Standard Time as we're in California. And also you can email me at Candy, Candy, at angelhealinghouse.com. And of course, my website is angelhealinghouse.com. I'm wishing everyone an absolutely beautiful week. Go out and fashion a beautiful week for yourself. I'm wishing you love and angel blessings as always. And I look forward to speaking with you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.